Hi everyone and welcome back to DevPortal. In today's video, we are going to cover two essential tools for working with collections in Java, Iterators and forEachLoop. These are crucial for looping through elements in Java collections, and mastering them will make our code more readable and efficient. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about iterators. An iterator in Java is an object that provides a way to traverse through the collection, such as list, set, or map, without exposing the underlying structure. The iterator interface provides several methods to loop through collections, and even we can remove some elements if we want. The key methods that we can use under iterators are hasNext, which will check if there is a next element present or not. Then there is a next method, which will return the next element and advance the iterator. And finally, we have remove method, which will remove the last element written by the iterator. Now let's look at a code example to understand how iterator works. We will create an array list of names and use an iterator to traverse and print each element. So first let me remove these comments and I will create one array list here. So array list, it will be of string names equal to new array list. Let me import, and now what I will do, first I will add the names under this list. So names.add, I need to use the add method to insert the elements, and first name will be the Nakul. Then names.add, next let me add Harika, and names.add, next suppose Jan, I will add. Now what I need to do, I need to create one object of iterator class, and I will use that iterator to traverse from this list. So iterator, and it will be of string that list will return. Let me give this name as iterator only, equal to names dot iterator. So I got the object. Let me import iterator as well, Java util iterator it will be. And now what I will do, I will write the while loop to traverse the element under this iterator. So while iterator dot hasNext. So this loop will run until it has the next element, and I will create one object here of name equal to iterator dot next. So it will give me the last element RA. And now what I will do, I will add sysout statement and print the names. Name colon plus name. Let me save this code and run. So you can see it is printing the names. So in this example, we create an array list and add 3 names to it. Then we use an iterator to loop through each element in the list. We call hasNext method to check if there is another element present or not, and next method to retrieve the element. This ensures we don't accidentally go out of the bound. Now, as we know that iterator offer a safe way to remove elements while looping through a collection, now let's modify our code to see that as well. So what I will do, I will remove sysout statement from here, and I will check if name dot equals, it is equal to Nakul. If it is equal, then what I will do, I will call iterator dot remove, so that it can remove this element. And now what I will do, I will finally print the list, that is the names list names. Let me save this code and run. So now you can see it is only printing the 2 names. Here what we did, we remove Nakul from the list if it matched with the condition. The remove method ensures that we do not run into error that occur when directly modifying the list inside a loop. So this is all about iterators. Now let's talk about forEachLoop. Java also provides an enhanced for loop that is commonly called as forEachLoop for looping through elements in collection. This loop is simple concise, and ideal when we do not need to modify or remove element during the iteration. Let's look at example for each loop as well to understand that in a better way. So I have already created the array list. What I will do, I will remove this code first, and here I will use the for each loop. So for that I need to write for, and then what data type I am going to use, that is string. Then it will be name colon. I need to write here names. So names is the list of string that contains the names which I have added, and one by one it will return the string, and that I will print it here. Sysout name. Let me save and run this code. So you can see it is printing the all three names. So in this example, the for each loop is much simple compared to the iterators. It is clean and readable way to access each element, especially when we do not need to modify and remove elements from the list. Now let's discuss some common scenarios where each approach is suitable. If we talk about for each loop, then they are ideal for reading elements from a collection, such as printing a list or performing some calculation on each element. If we talk about iterator, then they are ideal when we need to modify or remove element during traversal, such as filtering out certain elements. We can also use for each loop with maps to iterate over key value pairs. Now it's time to look at that example. So first let me create here one map. What I will do, I will store string as a key and integer as a value. So it will be map of a string comma integer, and I will store the ages of the people. New hash map, and let me import this first. Okay, it's map. So now let me add the key value pairs here. So ages dot put first name Nakul, age 26. Same way ages dot put next Janet, it is 25, and then ages dot put Harika, it is 24. Now let me write a for loop to access the elements. So for, I will first fetch the keys from the map object. So for string, it will be of name, and I will write map dot key set. So it will return me the keys which are present under this map, not map, it is ages. And what I will do, I will add sysout statement. First will be the name, and it will be name. Then I will add one column, then age. Let me remove column, just space is enough, age. And I will use ages dot get, and under get method I need to provide the key here, so it will return me the value. Let me save this code and run. So you can see it is printing name and ages. Now this is one way to fetch the elements from the map. Let me write another way. So in that case I need to use the entry set. Entry set, it will return the entry, that is the key value pair from the map. For entry, and I need to mention what will be the data type. It will be string comma integer entry, and I will write here ages dot entry set. It will be integer. Let me import. So what is the benefit of entry set? That we can fetch both keys and values together. So let me add sysout statement again. So name colon plus entry dot get key, that will return the key. Same way age colon, I need to write entry dot get value. So again it will return us the same output. So one thing I will do, let me add division here so that it will be readable. Let me run this code and you can see again it is printing the same output. There is one more way that we can fetch the elements from the map. Let me write that as well, map.forEach. Map ages.forEach. Here what I can do, I can use lambda expression. I can type key comma dot key k comma v. First k, a represent key, v represent value, and I write sysout statement name colon k plus space age colon v. Let me run the, for before running let me add division. Let me run the code and you can see still it is printing the same output. In place of k comma v, whatever name you want you can give, like I can give name comma age as well. In that case I need to change here as well, name and age. Let me save and run and it is same output it is printing. So in this example we use a for each loop to iterate through maps key and print each key value pair, that is from line number 12 to 14. This loop style is very readable and is perfect for accessing map entries. The second example where we use the entry set, and the last one is the lambda expression. Now to wrap up, use the for each loop for simple and readable access to element when we do not need to modify them. We can use Iterator when we need more control and especially when we want to remove or modify element during traversal. Mastering these techniques is essential for writing clean and efficient code in Java. Thank you for watching today's tutorial on Iterator and forEachLoop in Java. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the portal for more Java content, and leave any questions or comment down below. And I will see you in the next video.